You saw Ryan Hamilton last season on NBC's Last Comic Standing and Comedy Central's Live at Gotham. He's done the big comedy festivals in Boston, Las Vegas, and this weekend he does 4 shows at Laughs Comedy Spot in Kirkland. Great to see fantastic comedy all over the Puget Sound region. You can get your tickets at ticketweb.com. Ryan Hamilton, welcome to the Bob Rivers Show. Hello.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's good to be here. Yeah.
That was Collective Soul. You like that band, right?
Oh, I like that band. I like that song Hollywood. I'm not famous. I don't know if you noticed, but you ever hear famous people complain about being famous? You ever hear that? So hard to be adored by everyone constantly. It's hard to be this good looking. Right? You ever hear that kind of thing? You never hear anyone like myself down at the bottom shouting back up, "Hey, it's a party down here. Why don't you come on back down? I got a peanut butter sandwich and a hula hoop. Let's do this upright. Come on." Famous people. You never hear really successful people like that. You always hear successful people. It's so hard to be adored by everyone constantly. You know, like Bill Gates or whatever. You never hear me. Yeah, I'm down here at the bottom with my fat wallet.
I don't think Bill cares much about fame either way.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, right.
No?
No.
He's a humanitarian. He's into saving the world.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, but I mean, how did he get there?
Well,
by becoming incredibly rich and famous.
Well, it was by his ingenuity and his business.
I promise, if you give me $100 billion, I will be a big humanitarian.
You give some back?
Yeah.
Right.
So Ryan, it's our first meeting with you.
Yeah. It's good to be here.
It is. Did anybody tell you? No one did. You look like Casey's boyfriend's older brother.
Is that right? I get that a lot. People tell me I look like a white Chris Rock, too. I get that sometimes.
You know what? You hadn't noticed it, but now to bring it up.
Doesn't he look like he could be John's older brother?
Yeah.
I can't see him because there's a microphone in his face.
Drop your pants. Show him the family resemblance.
He's got the chin in the 5 o'clock shadow of John. He really does. You got the chin of John.
I get people tell me I look like a white Chris Rock. I also get the illegitimate son of Jerry and Elaine. I get that one too.
There you go.
I see that.
That I see.
Yeah. I have to. You laugh, but I have to live like this, right?
Yeah.
Actually, once this guy came up to me after a show, goes, "Ryan, I got to tell you, this could sound a little strange. You look exactly like my daughter." Right? It was weird. Yeah. I didn't know what to say. Just thank you. She must be a very handsome woman. Thank you so much. He tried to set me up with her. You know, like that's what I want, to marry my clone, right? I want the pitter-patter of a bunch of little asexual us's running around the house. You know, slow down, Jane. It's Timmy, Daddy. Oh, sorry.
So, where do you live?
I
2 places, right?
Yeah, I'm bouncing back and forth.
You're bi-coastal.
Well, kind of. I live in Salt Lake City and New York right now, which is a little different. See some crazy things in New York. I saw this guy with cat-eye contact lenses. Have you ever seen that?
I have seen that.
Just sitting there on the subway, just meow, right? Just kind of meow.
Okay.
Right? I was trying to. Why would you ever want to do this? What kind of scenario? Like maybe crossing traffic late at night. It might come in handy. That's the only thing I could come up with, right? I think the guy just wanted attention personally, so I looked him right in the eye. I just went. kitty. He didn't laugh at all. I was like, "What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? What's wrong, pal? You're gonna land on your feet. I know it. If things don't work out, you got a few more shots at life. You know what I mean?" He wasn't very happy, but I got out my laser pointer and we had fun that way. Yeah, put some tape on his hands. Right? We got it on video. We're sending it in.
So, so in New York, you do ride the subway. You get around.
Yeah, I ride the subway. I do a lot of traveling. I'm always traveling. I got a nice place to stay here, which is great. You know, every once in a while I have to stay in one of these places that doesn't have a lot of amenities.
You're talking about comedy club accommodations,
right?
Some of them are really bad. Some of them have like crack house apartments that they comedians in. Yeah.
I was in one
Laughs
place.
treats you better than that.
Oh, they're great. Yeah, they're fantastic. I was in one place. I called to get a wake-up call, right? The voice on the other end actually said, "You're 31 years old, you make $16,000 a year, and you haven't had a decent date in months." Like, wow, I'm just going to set the alarm if that's okay with you. Is that going to be okay with you, Mom, if I just go ahead and set the alarm? But you know, single life's tough.
Yeah. Now, do you get a lot of? Do you date on the road?
No, I tried speed dating. You ever tried that?
What's that?
Speed dating, like you get a bunch of people in a room and you kind of rotate around. You get like 1 minute apiece.
Right.
Yeah, if one rejection a week isn't enough for you, you should give speed dating a go. Seriously, because 30 an hour is a real rush.
So it's like a party where people audition each other.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like emotional whack-a-mole is what it feels like. It's just like, stay down. I want a prize. Stay down.
Well, it's like for maybe there's instant chemistry and you'll hit it off with somebody.
Well, you hope. I don't know.
How much do they pay you to be on Last Comic Standing?
Oh, you just make whatever. What do they call it?
Scale.
Scale. Yeah.
You don't even know what scale is?
I just, no,
You ain't
not
doing that
really.
bad. If you don't even have to ask how much I'm making.
It's actually not that much. I've been on a TV
Really?
show.
No, it's really not.
To a barista who has to go to work 8 hours every day at Starbucks, it sounds like a lot. There's like $400 or $500 for appearance, right? Is
Yeah,
that
it's something
bottom
like
scale,
that. It's something like, I think it's a little more than that now, but not much. And but you get stand-ups. They go out on the road, and it's the exposure that helps. So
the exposure. Well, and that's it. I mean, I read books by comics like Steve Martin, and they talk about how you go and you tour and you build a following.
Yeah.
But then something will happen, and you'll be on TV, and all of a sudden more people will want to come and see you who don't know anything about you.
Right, yeah, you hope it works that way. And Last Comic Standing has been great for me that way, and the stuff I've been doing, so,
Yeah, well, now this whole Jerry and Elaine's love child thing could work for you, too.
That's big, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
start
did you hear about the guy
collecting checks.
who says he's JFK's son in Vancouver? He's getting
No.
a ton of press.
No, I haven't heard about this
If he
guy.
opened for you, that would bring people to your show.
Let's do it, the Lookalikes tour. Let's do that.
I know you're on the Clean Guys of Comedy tour.
Yeah.
Is it harder to not go dirty? I mean, it seems like most comedians nowadays just want to throw filth.
I don't know. I mean, there are some comedians who are dirty who are great, you know,
yeah.
and there are other comedians who stay clean who are great too. It's just a matter of, I think you just got to do what you want to do. But I like to work clean. For me, it pushes me creatively, you know. So I think it's a good thing.
You look clean too. I mean, literally. I mean, you look. You're clean cut.
Joe feels you look very clean. I mean, he can look at you. He's X-raying you with his eyes.
You look healthy. You probably exercise and stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, I get out. I try and hit the gymnasium, which sounds weird. Gymnasium. Someone actually asked me this. Hey Ryan, you want to go to the gymnasium? Yeah, Archie, let's do that. Let's go to the gymnasium. Maybe we could toss the medicine ball around, hop on that machine with the vibrating belt. You remember that one?
Yeah.
We could take my automobile. Let's roll. Let's do it. Maybe we stop on the way, get some food at the cafeteria. How about that? This joke never ends.
That word is
Jump
never
on
used
board.
anymore, is it?
No, it never-
Is it time crunch? We've shortened all these words.
It's
TV.
Abbreviations. Yeah, everybody abbreviates. I was at a coffee shop the other day. These two young ladies walked in. One of them said, "What kind of muff did you get?" And this is what the other one said: "Bloob." Wow. If you got carte blanche on using blueberry abbreviations, there aren't that many people in the world. I think you got enough time to enunciate blueberry.
It's the whole text messaging thing. People are so used to LOLing and
yeah.
all that. They're doing it with the language now.
Technology is amazing. I love my cell phone. It's great,
Now, do you have one of these fancy phones or a PDA, or is it just a regular phone?
Well, I have a BlackBerry. Which
Okay, that's PDA.
Yeah, okay.
But it doesn't
yeah.
have a camera and a video recorder and all that stuff.
It does have a camera. I don't use it very often, though. But I do love my cell phone. I just use it basically to talk mobile. It's great, too. And it sucks all the grease off my face. Have you seen that? It's disgusting, isn't it? Every time I get off the phone, I'm like, is there really Crisco in my ear canal or what? It's gross. And I never clean it. We never do. None of us do. But we all can admit we just rub it on our pants. Can't we? I mean,
true.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I know.
So you're on the road. Do you exercise at all while you're on the road, or you mentioned the gymnasium?
Yeah,
but
I
do
hit
you have one of those
gymnasium.
memberships, or do you like? I have a friend who, when he travels, he's figured out a way, and Eric does this too. We were talking about the other day. He's figured out a way to use the hotel room bed and do all sorts of exercises on it, so he doesn't have to go to a gym.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of people doing that. I should probably look into it. I
Rent
don't
any
know.
prison movie. That's all you
Is
do.
that how you
Watch,
do
yeah,
it?
because Linda Hamilton in the Terminator, she flips her bed up, she's doing pull-ups.
Is that?
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's how you do it.
Well, I'm going to look into that because it is hard to get out. I try and take care of myself.
You're so
but-
buff. I mean, you're so.
I am, really,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Joe's still looking at you.
Well, he's fit. He's definitely fit.
Yeah.
You got to keep up now. Every time I go to the mall now, all the mannequins are ripped. Have you seen that? It's hard to keep up. All the mannequins are all buff like they've been working out at night or something. They're all ripped and they're tan. They're tan, too. How can you compete? I've never seen a mannequin outside, but somehow they're tan, I don't have a head. I got 3/4 of one arm. They're still better looking than me. It's totally depressing.
Ryan Hamilton at Laughs Comedy Spot in Kirkland this weekend. Very nice to meet you.
Hey, thanks
First
for
visit,
having
please
me.
come back.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'd love to.